Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Emir Sanusi, Dethronement. Could this be a blessing in disguise? In February 2014, the then CBN governor, former Amil Kano, Emir of Kano, Sanusi Libido Sanusi, Mohammed Sanusi II, was suspended as the governor of Nigerian Apex Bank. Yet again on Monday, 09 March 2020, he was dethroned as the Emir of Kano by the governor Umar Ganduje-led administration. Ganduje accused Sanusi of disrespecting the authority and disobeying the state government's order. The dethronement of Sanusi is happening the second time in the history of the northern states, as his grandfather Muhammadu Sanusi was also dethroned in 1963 by the then prime of northern Nigeria, Sir Ahmadu Bello. I think this is a blessing in disguise because when Sanusi was suspended as the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria in 2014 by President Jonathan, he was selected to become the Emir of Kano in June 2014 against all odds. He was the Emir for 6 years. It is said that behind every disappointment is a blessing. I see Sanusi Libido Sanusi become one of those, a president securing a high position in World Bank, UN, or in Saudi Arabia in the next coming days, months, or years. My reasons are Sanusi is a very intelligent and a very intellectual man. He is sound both in the Western education. He is a man who is not also afraid of standing for the truth, no matter who or what was involved. SLS and his likes is what Nigeria and Nigerians need to bring it out of the woods. His exemplary leadership. Leadership is what we want. I remember Malam El-Rufai once said, being an emir has denied Nigerian Sanusi exemplary leadership. Some weeks after SLS is no longer an emir, could this be a prophecy by the Kaduna state governor that Sanusi will become one of Nigeria's presidents? Sanusi as well. You could see what just happened. An emir just died. It could have been Sanusi if he was still there in Kano. Who knows? Probably he would have been one of those who would have taken this blow. But guess what? Somebody else have taken the fall for him. Somebody else, another emir, died yesterday. But Sanusi is still hale and hearty, strong and living, walking, living normally. Could this be a blessing in disguise? Could there be something more for this man as he keeps avoiding the pit holes and the falls just before it happens? Kano State right now is going through a serious pandemic, even though Ganduje fails to recognize or living in denial or denying it outrightly. Whatever is happening in Kano State, Sanusi has jumped it and has passed it again. It shows that there is something about Sanusi that keeps exempting him from evil and anything that will not make him move forward. His dethronement, I can see and say for sure and certain, it is a blessing in disguise. You can see that the Emir of Sanusi, as soon as he left the central bank, he wouldn't have left on his own. He became the Emir, leaving the emirate. Now, someone else has died. He's still standing. Could this be a blessing in disguise? I say it is a blessing in disguise. Don't forget that he's one of those also being nominated now for presidency, though still in the cocoon cooking up. We will see as time goes on. Well, my people, this is what is going on. There is speculation that Sanusi is what is happening around him. It's actually a blessing in disguise, and he's just jumping the pitfall and the pit holes, and has not been a party to what when evil is coming. It just passed through. It just slick through. Sanusi has been, exempted from evil again. Who knows if he would have been the one to go? But guess what? Somebody else has gone in his place. Could this really be a blessing in disguise? Right now, from the north, those that are still clamoring for power, even though the north has been in power for a long time, sees Emir of Kano, Sanusi, as someone who could potentially come up to be a leader in Nigeria. Emir Sanusi became the CBN governor and was suspended by then Goodluck Jonathan for reasons best known to them. You know, these things are political. But guess what? The guy, as soon as he was suspended, was nominated an emir. And after that, again, from being an emir, Ganduje said the guy was disrespectful. He has no regard for the Emirates. He has no regard for leadership. He was being unruly. There was all manner and kinds of talk and, deliberations about Sanusi here and there. But guess what? Sanusi became he passed it, and guess what? Somebody else became the emir, and even becoming the emir, Sanusi is fine, is doing well. He even went to Lagos at some point, although he raised some eyebrows. Sanusi is doing very well, and those that know him are congratulating and jubilating and saying it's a blessing. Nothing happened to him. He's fine. So these are some of the matters that they have been talking about now. That could it be that his dethronement was a blessing in disguise? Most people will not accept or believe it, but I mean, it is what it is. Yes, it is. I tell you, Sanusi has been eroded again from another turn. They would have said probably he caused it, or because he was having a fight, or like Danguje is saying, he said it is the angel of death that is sweeping through Kano. Angel of death, but the prominent people of Kano are dying. Why is this angel of death picking these people? Anyway, my people, to even mention, but if you did you know that the emir's burial was attended by lots of people, no social distancing, no appreciation for law at all? It is very bad. I mean, really and seriously bad when they don't obey the laws of the land, when they don't obey, especially what is happening in Kano, that we can see the peak and the heat of pandemic. Look at the people that are dying. I just think that they need a bit of orientation, and the people of Kano needs to be really orientated by their leaders, I'm sorry to say, because they keep allowing this people, making this people feel that what is being said in the outside world, in the Western world, are all not true. That the modern world wants to rule them. For crying out loud, find out yourself. It's just a pity that the government of the northern states prefer to enrich themselves rather than prefers to enrich themselves rather than enrich the people, or rather than looking after the people that they were meant to look after. This is very sad. They tell the people lies and tell them that the government wants to take from them. The Western world wants to take from them. The Western world wants to do one thing or the other to them. Educate these people. Let them know the truth so that they can adequately decide for themselves. Equip the schools. Most of these people, they are learned. Don't get me wrong. Northerners that went to school are very good and intelligent people. So why not steer these people in the right direction? Why making them feel that the government is deceiving them? They don't want them to do well. It's not true. You see them just walking. You see them just staying under someone's umbrella, wanting to get life and everything from that person. It's not true. We must allow these people to live. We must allow them to become people themselves. We must allow them to have a say and a voice. Trying to we must stop trying to lead or control these people. We must stop it. We must give them the opportunity and the avenue to do well. We must give them the opportunity and the avenue to decide for themselves, to be learned, to be well read, and to be the people of themselves. We must give them the opportunity to be able to decide, to be able to see the light and the tunnel. We must give them the opportunity to be able to decide. Give them the opportunity to be able to travel. Equip your people. Give them the opportunity to be people, to be better, to better their lives, rather than just talking them and feeding them with lies. It's a shame that some of the what's it called now, the imam just tell them a cake story without reality of today times and season. We must tell them the truth. Anyway, my people, what do you think? Do you think the dethronement of the Emir of Sanusi was a blessing in disguise? Has this man been saved repeatedly, and could there be something more for him? I want to say our condolences to the people of Kano. Please observe social distancing and do the needful. God bless you. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Bye for now.